Well, I think it's time to play Flip the Book. Would you like book 1, 2, or 3?
I'm going to feel this first.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with book 3 today.
Book 3, and that's what I call the big book. So it's your insight. No, yeah, you've got the big book. Yeah. And there's a big difference between all of them. So, so you've got to pick a number between 1 and 430.
372.
372. They're all large paragraphs too, so we'll be breaking them down. So you've got the choice of 4 paragraphs on this page.
I'm going to stick with 3 again today. That's my magic number.
Great. Okay. So it feels like the start at the start. So when you align to mankind's interpretation that your evolution is reliant on and at the mercy of pacifying a higher source that you believe is separated from you, you devalue your own natural insight. Devaluing your own natural insight allows you to operate from the misconception that you are separated from your origins of truth. Truth is the core of your being, the life force of your soul, and your evolution is only reliant on you awakening to the truth of yourself. When you awaken to the truth of yourself, you feel your own individual resonance with truth. When you want your evolution to be about having control, you seek to pacify what you want, which means you create control structures of how truth should appease you. You use your wants and desires to create beliefs, which separates you from the truth within your soul. I get you live that. You live the awakening to your own resonance with yourself, knowing that that's part of your connection to whatever you call your origins, your source. Would you agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
There never truly is any separation within anything in the universe. Everything is one and interconnected.
Yes.
And there again, like meets like.
And what? Sorry, you go.
That's it. And I'm only certain to the degree that I am uncertain of anything and everything. Change is the inevitable constant in life.
Well, I think that's the dynamicism. As your awareness broadens, so does your ability to observe life. So you see more layers, you see more depth. So you can have 2 people that can walk up to exactly the same experience, and someone who is more self-aware is going to naturally going to acknowledge more because they're actually aware of more. And it's that part of ourselves that we're all constantly, if you're talking evolution, that's what we're trying to awaken, is our ability to be aware of the multi-layers of what we're experiencing. And devaluing our own natural insight allows you to operate from misconceptions. And I think the reality is that when you devalue that, the desire to want to know everything and be in control of it actually causes you to devalue the exploration, because it's as you're willing to be in the unfolding of what you are now experiencing and allowing those different layers to come up to the surface so you can see them. And that can be from our emotional baggage or from the purity of our soul. Then all of a sudden you've got this beautiful expansion of your own awareness. And who knows where that ends? Or if it does end.
If it does end. Everything is constantly evolving and flowing forward. So I think the ultimate of that is to simply acknowledge, isn't that curious? What can I learn about it? Isn't that curious? what can I know about it? Isn't that curious? What do I lack in my perspective? Isn't that curious? Now what?
Yeah, now what? I want to thank you for being on the adventure, and I have enjoyed our conversation.
Likewise,
thank you, Jeffrey.
I'd love to thank you also, Lorraine. Namaste, the light in me acknowledges the light in you. This truly has been such a fun adventure together. And thank you for showing me grace today as I rebound from this COVID experience.
I found it fun.
Like I said, I've learned to laugh and follow that flow. Sometimes life shows you exactly how you're vulnerable, exactly how things can be frail and fragile. Are you comfortable to accept and acknowledge that, or do you seek that control to try to manipulate it and guide it?
Yeah. And get comfortable with it.
Up, get comfortable, be curious, and say, what next?
Brilliant. Love it. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you, dear.